Nudge your neighbor if you didn't hear me. All right, guys, our speaker this evening is Chris Bowling. Please give him your undivided attention.
You ain't got to clap. I'm nobody special. You best believe that. But I can tell you this. My name's Chris now. But for 30 years, I was inmate bowling. 30 years, fellas and ladies. 30 years. Or I was N04383. And I've only been out since March 18th. But from 1996 until 2024, I was an inmate at the Florida Department of Corrections. And it sucks. Straight up, fellas. It sucks. There ain't nothing worse than it. Georgia's bad, don't get me wrong. Florida's worse. You know, I grew up in a really good neighborhood. I'm not gonna lie. My stepfather's sitting in this room right now. He was a great man to me. He was a good father. My mother was a great mother. I have a loving sister. But you know what? I threw it all away. For what? To be a gangster. To be a tough guy. To be a good fella. That's BS. I'm telling you. It doesn't pay for nothing. Because I'll promise you this. I see a lot of people sitting around right now. You got friends with you. You got your homeboys. You got your girlfriends. Whatever it might be. All that, it's gone. When you get locked up, it's gone. All these friends that you think you have, they might hang with you for a little while. They're gonna walk away. Those family members that you might have, that you love, that you respect, but not while you were doing the dirt that you were doing in the street, like I was doing. They walk away. I've been out for 6 months right now, gentlemen and ladies. My mother still won't talk to me. And I don't know why. Maybe she's scared. Maybe she just doesn't love me anymore. Maybe I broke her heart so bad all those years ago that she can't face me, that she can't look me in the eye anymore. She can't see me for who I am right now. I'm not a bad guy. Not anymore, because the system broke me. I learned a tough lesson. I mean, I've been stabbed. I've been beat down. I've had more things done to me in all that time than any man or woman should have ever done to them in life. For the simple fact that people could. They can take advantage of you. They can steal from you. They can beat you up. They can target you because you're not a part of a group that you choose not to be a part of. Doesn't matter what it is. Folk, Crips, Bloods, Aryan Brotherhood, they'll all step to you, especially if you're walking by yourself, because they want to take advantage of you. They see the youth in a kid, and they want to twist that, and they want to make it into something that they don't want to do. I want to stress that to you. The reason that those people talk to anybody is because they want to make you do something that they don't want to do. Because when your ass gets thrown into slammer, they're going to be sitting on the street laughing at you, just like they were laughing at me. I promise you that. But there's only one saving grace throughout all that. And believe me, I am no holy roller by any means, but I believe in Jesus because he's pulled me out of the fire so many times. I can trust you to believe that, because I wouldn't be standing here right now having this conversation with you if it wasn't for my faith. There were so many times that I wanted to give up, because I'm sure that most of you have seen some kind of prison movie. You've seen something going on where you've seen, that it's just like kicking it in the neighborhood. Well, it's not. It sucks. Because maybe for those 2 hours that you're out on the rec field, or you're hanging out with your friends, or whatever it might be, 22 hours of that time, you're staring off into space. You're not doing anything. You're just living inside your head. And if you can't live inside here and have faith, you're going to go nuts. you're not going to be able to survive. Because once everybody that's physical walks away from you, the only thing that you have left is the spiritual. The only thing you have left at night before you go to sleep is to say your prayers and be like, Jesus, please, just one more day. Just give me one more day. Because I don't think I can do this anymore. I don't think I can make it anymore.
Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Mom doesn't want to talk to me.
Around our tennis court.
Dad doesn't want to talk
You do
to
not
me.
have a van VIP pass, or you are not.
I don't know what my
a
sister's
football
doing.
official.
But you always can have the opportunity.
Move your vehicle at this
Open up that
time.
Bible.
Again, if you park around our tennis courts.
That there'll be a better
you
day
do not
tomorrow.
have a van
promise you.
VIP pass, or you're not
28
a
years to the
football
day
official for tonight's
in the
football
Department of
game,
Corrections.
if you will please move your vehicle at this time.
Bad food,
Either,
bad
in front of
clothes.
the Randy Dye, or you can
Sometimes
go
I surprise myself that I even wear the color blue anymore. I mean, I'm being honest
You
with you.
have to have those parking spaces for the band.
Everything that you do
and be able to get
out
concession
here
materials in and out.
is going to be
And
reflective.
it's absolutely critical we have those spaces for
Yeah, of
our
course.
football officials.
See that right
We have a
there?
football game tonight, and we cannot play
That's the
that
enemy
game.
trying to have me not talk to you.
So we gotta
For
have
real.
those spaces clear.
That's what that
Thank you
is.
for doing that.
You know, we know that nobody's really parked over there in the tennis courts at this point. He made a real big speech about that before. But the fact of the matter is, the decisions that you make right now, the decision that I made 28 years ago, still reflects on me today. It's very difficult to find a job. And believe me, I'm not tatted out. It was one of the few promises I made to my mother before I got locked up, that I wouldn't get any prison tattoos. But every time that I go apply for a job right now, when it comes to that point where it's like, have you ever been convicted of a felony? Yes, I have. Tell us about it. Okay. So 28 years ago, I committed murder. They don't want to hear that. They're like, thank you for your time, have a very nice day. Doesn't matter if I'm the most qualified person on planet Earth. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I wear a $5,000 suit and a Rolex on my arm. They're going to think I stole it. When people find out that I'm a convicted felon, the first thing that they do is they reach for their wallet. I'm sure somebody in here has had that happen to them before. You're walking through the mall and all of a sudden they judge you by the way that you look, which is BS. But that happens to me too. If I ever get pulled over by a police officer, all they're going to do is run an NCIC search on me. And what's the first thing they're going to do? Look it up. Bowling, Christopher, second-degree murder. He's coming out with his gun drawn. Period. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. That judgment is always there. The decisions that you make today will reverberate throughout your entire life. They didn't even have cell phones when I got locked up. That was the first time I ever used one when I got out here. And I understand that things change, but those prejudices that exist today existed back then. But I was your age, doing the same things that I thought was right when my family knew better. And I disregarded the wisdom that they shared with me. And it cost me my entire life. I'm still here standing right now. And I'm blessed because of my faith, because of my family, and because of my friends. And that's the reality of it. All that stuff that's out there in the street, it's not good. And I could tell you 1,000 stories about the things that happen in prison. I understand, Coach, that, there's a time constraint. I get it. But the fact of the matter is, I would like to come back, and if any of you all ever wanted to know what it's really like on the inside, I'd be happy to share it with you, because there's nothing good about it. And the loss that you'll experience, and the loneliness that you'll experience, and all the people that you really think are on your side, they're going to disappear. And the only thing that you're going to have left is your faith. And the only thing you're going to have left is your nightly prayers. And they're going to carry you over till the next day until you get out. And then you have to show the respect that you have for the man upstairs, because he's the one that brought you through it all. I appreciate your time, fellas. And I hope that you have a really good game tonight, but you got to realize that life's too short. And I did write something down. I don't have it off the top of my head, but I'd like to read it to you real quick. You should never be a prisoner of your past, because it was just a lesson, not a life sentence. And there's a lot of fellas that are never getting out of that place, that are gonna die in that place. And I personally put 18 men in body bags from old age, from disease, and the last things that they ever had to say was praying to God and the regrets that they shared because of the time that they wasted doing nothing with their lives because of poor decisions they made when they were younger. Thank you for your time.